What's going on, you guys? Paul here with Paul's Performance, and we have a 6.0 Powerstroke, no start. Let's figure it out. We got no diagnostic trouble codes. So now we're going to pull up data, and we're going to pull up the Fickum voltage because we want to ensure that that stays at 48 volts and doesn't drop down to, like, let's say 45 or 30. We have our ICP pressure, which is your high pressure oil system pressure measured by the ICP sensor. We have our IPR valve percentage, which we'll pay attention to. And then we have our desired pressure, which is what this should be. This is what the computer's saying. And then we also have synchronization from the Fickum. If you also have a cam crank sync, you can look at that too, that way to make sure that the cam and crank sensors are synced and they are good as well. So now we're going to turn it over and we're going to see if any of these numbers gives me a reason why it's not starting. This is not everything, but this is the typical things to cause it to crank with no start. Alrighty, so as you can see, our pressure got up to 329 and then stopped. In order for this truck to start, it needs to see 500 psi of high pressure oil. And as you can see, our desired was much higher. It was above 500. And also, if you pay attention to your IPR valve, the IPR valve was at 84%, meaning it was completely closed trying to build pressure. Your IPR valve shouldn't be at 84% really ever, unless you have a kind of a tuned truck, wide open throttle. Typically, if it hits 84%, it's most likely got a leak somewhere. Usually on a stock truck, even at wide open throttle, if no leaks anywhere, you will never get up to 84%. It will stay, you know, the most should be about 80. But like I said, tuned trucks I've seen different. So anyways, there's one more thing that we can do. We can unplug the ICP sensor and it'll default this reading right here and see if it starts. If it starts, then we may just have a faulty sensor, but I doubt we're going to get that lucky. It's probably going to be a standpipe. So let's go unplug that. Unplug. And no start. Alrighty guys, so you see that with the sensor unplugged, it reads that default reading. So if the truck is actually building good enough pressure, it will start and run. It won't run well, but it'll run good enough to get you home. But like I said, this one obviously has an actual leak. So we're gonna have to go under the valve covers and figure that out. Stay tuned for part 2.